Coming up on today's video, we discuss Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. Will this be the product that gets money out of our wallets and into Wizards' hands? Can Kamigawa Neon Dynasty actually deliver? Hi everyone and welcome back. MTG Moxman here. If you're new to my channel and you're just finding me in the nacho cheese universe that is YouTube, well, thanks a lot for checking out this content today. I really hope you enjoy it. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, and you'll get the Moxman coming at you 7 days a week with daily content. That's all it takes. You just got to turn on that notification bell and make sure you subscribe to the channel, and you will be helping me get closer to 10,000 subscribers. I'm really excited. We're going to have a party when we get there. Can't wait to share it with everyone. Now, Kamigawa's Neon Dynasty. It's coming up soon, February 18th, 2022. We're right around the corner before you know it. We have double feature coming out, but I'm not even going to talk about double feature. I've covered that already in a previous video, and I don't really count it as a new set. It's a rehash of two sets. But Neon Dynasty is a new set. Wizards is going to try to suck money out of our wallets. They want us to spend money on this product, which means they have to have enough cool stuff in there to draw you in. They realize they made mistakes with the flashy age. Product is sitting on shelves. It's not selling, okay? I can tell you that right now. I have reviewed a whole bunch of stores. I've gone over their data and info. I've talked with them. They're not selling. On the financial side of things, although this is not a financial channel, go find a financial advisor. I got to be honest, this is an entertainment channel. Everything I say is nuts and bolts and lies. That's all it is. Nachos on the side, spilt on the floor. You just can't see it right here. Didn't graduate Magic University. But they're sitting on the product. They don't want to. It's tying up their inventory. Set boosters and stuff are not selling. They were overprinted. Draft boxes, underprinted, but nobody's buying those either. Because none of these last couple sets have had enough financial impact to make players want to buy them. They've missed the mark. They've missed some key things that would have made players happy. And I don't know how they missed it, but they did. Even with double feature, they've missed things that they could have capitalized on to make players more engaged and believe the product will have more value going forward. And although I really still believe every Magic set goes up with time, I mean, Fallen Empire is a perfect example. When you look at a set like this, Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, and you want to suck my money, you want to suck it out with like a Dyson vacuum just to get my cash out of my wallet, you better be providing me something that is going to be awesome, because I haven't been that impressed with the last couple of sets. So I originally told everyone about 3 months ago, I'm not buying this set. I'm skipping it. I have to take that back now. I have to take it back. I don't want to, but I have to. When you're wrong, you're wrong. The cards I'm starting to see, and I've talked about with other players, other channels, I am liking what I see. I think it's going to be a really exciting time. I think they're going to put some good stuff in there. So let's take a look at some of these cards, and I'll explain what I'm thinking, okay? Now, between these two cards I'm showing you, which is Kaito and Atsushi, because I like saying Atsushi. So Kaito is not going to have a high value. He's going to be a very good card in Standard. He's going to find an EDH home, but he is not going to be a high value target. Planeswalkers, the way they do them now, he doesn't add value. He's going to be a used card, but he's going to be no more than a $15 Planeswalker for a while before he drops off the map. Now, let's go over him, though. He's 1 black, 1 blue, 1 other. Now, I do like his static ability when he comes into play. I hope they do more of this. This is a good turn for how Wizards is valuing cards. It says, at the beginning of your end step, if Kaito comes into play, he gets to phase out. So at the end step, before he leaves your battlefield, you're like, oh, he phased out, he's gone. The opponent can't nail him next turn. If you made it to the end of your first turn, Kaito's going to be there. Now, I want you to realize that this coming into Standard with all kinds of turn-taking ability cards, such as Elrond's Epiphany and the Gambit, this is going to make a lethal combo, because his secondary powers really come into play when you can Time Walk turn this baby all the way up. So be aware of the combinations that can happen with this card, because a lot of players may not be thinking about it. So Kaito's first power is draw a card and then discard a card unless you attack this turn. That's a pretty static thing. I'm used to seeing it. Nothing fancy, nothing amazing, but it actually is a pretty lethal ability when you add it with number 2, which is create a 1/1 blue ninja, a blue Power Ranger ninja with the ability that he can't be blocked. So he comes into play. You're going to put a ninja into play. He's down to 1. He phases out. When he comes back in, you're going to pump him up, draw a card, but you're going to do it after your ninja attacks. So that's pretty amazing, right? You're going to attack with that ninja, deal the damage, and you get to draw a card. And he's at level 2. But his -7 is you get an emblem that whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, search for a black or a blue card, creature card, in your library and put it directly into play. Again, comboing this with time-walking, turn-taking ability cards, this is going to see some major play, and you're going to see a lot of what I consider to be, these red, blue, black decks really flowing nicely coming into the new set. So this is going to be a fun card. It's going to be a $10, $15 guy after a month or two. People will jack him up for a bit, but he's going to drop in price. Never buy at the beginning. You have to wait the 90 days out to see where these cards fall if you want a good averaging of prices. So Kaito is going to be a fun card, but he's not going to be a super valuable card. Now, let's go to the second card here, which is Sushi. Sushi the Blazing Sky, a legendary dragon spirit. Now, I like this card. This is one of the cards that made me start turning my mind around about how Kamigawa may come across as a set. So the Blazing Sky is a 4/4 for 4. Okay, so we have another kind of Moonveil Regent type card. I getcha. It's a 4/4, but it's a 2 red, 2 other. A little different than Rock Occur Ridges for those guys out there thinking, hey man, this is, I know, close to reserve list level, I get it. But it's a flying trample. But the best part is when he dies. If your opponent somehow kills this guy, you have 2 choices. You can exile the top 2 cards of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you can play those cards. Think about that. Stacking your deck in a certain way, preparing for him to die, could really lead to some amazing things happening. But the other one is create 3 treasure tokens. You could get 3 mana for future turns. This guy can become your own little powerhouse. And if you can find ways of bringing him back and killing him yourself, bring him back, kill him, bring him back, kill him, and start pumping out treasure tokens, wow. The abilities in my head of options and combos you can do. The Blazing Sky is going to hold value. He's going to be worth money. He's going to see lots of play, and he's going to find a home in Commander. I can just see it happening now as we build these things up. So those cards, I consider Kaito a fun card that's going to be okay, but Sushi is going to have some serious value. Let me just click these off for you here. So right there, I can see a difference in how they're putting their sets together. Financially in my head, I'm starting to go, that's a good card, that's a good card. So they have some options. But Wizards isn't done yet. That was just the beginning of what they've given us to show us that, hey, we're serious guys. We know this flashy era's done. We're going to switch things around for you. We're going to be adding the serialized cards. We're going to be finding value for you guys. We know these cards have to be worth something. We know we have to step back and fix our mistakes. It's a big boat. We're turning it around. Give us a little time. This set is stepping up to be something a little better than what I expected. And I'm surprised I'm changing my mind, but I can't help myself. It doesn't mean I'm going to go out and buy tons of it, but I'm at least willing to look at everything with an open mind and get to the spoilers. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the next one here. Now this one here, I found very interesting. Not the Hijitsu Devouring Chaos. He's cool, by the way. He's not bad. A 4/4, okay, for 4, which is amazing already. Legendary creature, ogre, demon guy. Now, sacrificing a creature to scry 2, very cool. Somebody tries to kill your creature, sack it, scry, have a blast. But he also can exile the top card of your library. You can play that card. Very nice. Okay? He deals damage. Very nice. Like, he is going to be a fun card. But you see the bottom here, you see these neon colors? That's what they're doing as well. They're making these really hard to come across, but there's different neon colored ones being added into boxes and stuff. Now, until I actually see how the distribution's done, I've been told from other channels and other things I've read, it's around 1%. If someone's got more updated data, let me know. But around 1%, that's not bad. That's a very low percentage. I'd actually like 0.5%, but 1%'s low. Going to be really hard to come across. Going to be very collectible for players who try to get every type of him, which I like. I like the idea of that, you're going to have one in every color. It's very cool. Okay, I like that neon idea in retrospect of how you look at things. Not as if, I like that color. No. I just like the idea. 4 different flavor texts of it, all really hard to get. Not like they did in Fallen Empires, where they just, every packet have 1 or 2 different variations. These are all different colors. People will try to collect them all. They're going to try to build a deck around it, have one of each color of him in there. Again, I don't know if he'll be a super expensive card until we see how rare it's going to be, but he himself is going to be quite playable. And it's a real departure from what we've seen already in some of the previous sets. So when you see them trying to add value, when Wizards is trying to add value to a set, they're trying to say, hey, this is going to be collectible. Like, these kind of cards are going to be hard to come across. We're going to have some different variants to it, but not not too much flash. We're going to cut that back. Maybe that'll be saved just for collector boxes, and even then we'll cut back a little bit. It's not like when they did Theros and you could get like 20 mythics in a box, right? When I saw the boxes for D&D, when I've seen the ones for Midnight Hunt and Crimson Vow and stuff, I'm seeing like 8, 9 mythics in a box. I'd like to see a little bit less than that, but that's just me. That's just me. I understand Wizards has to make a certain amount of value in a set to make players happy. And like I said, I'm changing my mind. Things are looking good. But also, with a set like Kamigawa finally coming back around, when we were originally like Betrayers of Kamigawa was what, 2005, and Saviors and stuff like 2003, Champions 2004. I think it's all within that time frame. When you look at those old Kamigawa sets 15, 16 years later, the effects on older cards like that can really jack up prices, because this set also does this. Let's take a look at number 3 here. Here we have Saruto Umezawa, okay? I'm probably butchering his name. But you'll see I put 3 of the older set cards there, okay? 1 of each. Now, when you look at those old sets, those cards are all on the rise. When you see ISO, when you see the General, all these cards have been jacked up. ISO was like $1.60, and now he's $20. Because when you see them adding new samurais, new ninjas, new cards to the mix, people can now start building tribal themes. And Wizards has really gone ahead and started building tribal decks into a lot of their different series. We start with Squirrels, right? Squirrels! We're hoping for Team Thrall. I'd love to see Team Thrall get a big boost up of some tribal support. But when you see it happening here, Wizards has a lot of history they can go back and draw upon to build up tribal decks. Like the Squirrels, like Ninjas now, Samurais, Bushido guys, they can do a lot. Wizards can tap into old revenue streams, bring it forward, which jacks up the secondary market. There's a lot of players there saying, hey, a lot of these old cards are worth a lot of money now, especially the foils that were super hard to come across. They were hard back then to get. Getting a foil, ISO and stuff, it was difficult. I mentioned that on a video, I think about a week ago, about how some of these prices have been jacking up on the Market Watch. But guys, this is interesting stuff. It looks like Wizards is kind of taking a roundabout face, taking our time to put this product together, and it looks like it might be, I mean, it reminds me of Big Trouble in Little China a little bit. Bringing that little Kurt Russell action to it. Makes me feel pretty, you know, I'm liking what I see. I got to take it back. Maybe it's just a new year coming up, and I'm feeling pretty refreshed. I'm not saying they're going to dice and vacuum out my wallet, but I'm at least willing to see what they put together without being so negative about it. And this is kind of exciting me, just the idea that older cards are finding some homes and value. Some tribal decks are being built up with some of these older series cards, which is nice to see them getting a new home in Commander decks as players kind of branch out to new deck series. But you're also seeing some interesting new concepts of how they're adding in value to the series by making certain serialized cards, as well as some of these different color combination cards being difficult to come across. I'll be very curious to see what they do with it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment sections below. Are we a Kamigawa lover or are we a hater? How are we looking forward to this set? I want to know what you guys think. I'm looking forward to talking to you in the comment sections. Have a great day today. Let's see what happens in the financial world. Magic's an interesting place. Bring a friend to Magic. No, I'm serious. Bring a friend. Have some fun. And of course, a big shout out to each and every one of my fantastic patrons. You guys are amazing. You make the channel possible. You hang in there. I love having conversations with all my patrons each and every day. You guys are rock'em, sock'em robots, man. Have a great day today, all my lovely people. I will see you guys soon. Thanks again. Have you paid your dues, Jack? Yes, sir. The check is in the mail. Remember that? That's right, man. Kurt Russell, man. Jack Burton. Love Big Trouble in Little China. Great flick. I remember seeing it as a kid. It was like a double feature. It was my sister's birthday. Went to a drive-in. I was a kid. Like, I was young. Big Trouble in Little China, totally my wheelhouse. I was like so thrilled. And the second movie at the double feature, that double feature coming up was Aliens, you know? And I was freaked out. I had like nightmares after that one, man. But it was such a good movie. I couldn't take my eyes off, man. The robot centuries, man. You want some? You want some? Great times, those good old flicks, I'm telling you. So guys, thanks for making it at the end of the video. Put a boomstick in the comment section. Be proud of yourselves, man. I'm proud of you guys for supporting me this way. It really means a lot that you make it to the end of the videos like this, and we sit there as I drink coffee. I can say coffee, not copy. Coffee. Wear my new Mandalorian shirt my son bought me. Pretty awesome. Feeling stoked up, guys. Kamigawa could be better than I expected. Looking forward to seeing what you guys think, man. Have a great one, guys. Enjoy the day, because life is too short, and bring a friend to Magic. You got to bring a friend, man. It's the best way.